So we're starting off a fresh video on all the cars of Assoluto Racing. The earlier video took a little bit of time to get back to the main one. And this is the Bmw M3. It's the E30 edition. The first of the M3s that I knew. Then comes the Bmw M3 E46 version. The E46 codenamed series. Then comes the M5, that's the E90. I think this is the one with the V10 engine. Let's move on to the Dodge. I think they have the Viper. Now the first car they do have is the Challenger SRT Hellcat. Then they have the old the Charger, the 1969 version. You used to see this in the Fast and Furious movies, so don't forget this one. And the more latest edition is the Viper ACR, or called the American Club Racing, all in its good silver paint glory. Let's go back, move to the Honda guys. There you go, the Civic Type R, the EK version, the EK code version. The Integra Type R, the Sedan version, which is distributed in the Asian countries. The S2000, a very good high revving car. Then comes the NSX S Type 0. This is the first version of the NSX, I believe, with the flip lights. And the final version is the NSX R, which came out in 2003, and that costs about 120,000 crore credits inside the game. Onto the Lexus then. There's only one car, that's the LFA. And pretty well you know all the LFA it is. We're moving on to Lotus, the other European manufacturer. The Elise 250 Cup. The XE Sport 350. And the next one is a 211, which is the open top sport road legal race car. Yep. Oh, it's the 311, not the 211. It's been evolution. And all the three cars are coming with supercharged engines. So next we move on to the Mazda, the Rotary Boys. The first one is the MX-95, the MX-5, the 1995 version, also called the Miata. Then the 2016 version of the MX-5, which just was a real good hit right here. The RX-8, the last of the rotary engines. I think the 16 one is a natural aspirated, yep, and this one's the rotary. And the last one is the RX-7 that has got the rotary turbo engine for 280 horsepower, and this is the best hit ever. We're moving on to Mercedes, the third manufacturer. We first start off with the AMG C63S, the recent version. Then we move on to the AMG GTS, probably the only car that would be qualifying for a very good spot in this game. The 190E, which is a very good car as well. And the SLS AMG, which we also know as the older gen car. This was released in 2010. Then comes the favorite Land Evos. Okay, so the first one is an Eclipse. The next one is a 3000 GT. I don't think we're going to see the FTO here. Then comes the Lancer Evolution MR. And the Land Evo X, the final edition of the Lancer Evolution series. Then we move on to Nissan. I know what Nissan is made of. 240 NSX, the first car for the drifting series. 200 NSX, that is the S13. And the S15, the Silvia. We all know this one. It's a popular drift car. Then comes the 370Z, the last of the Z series, before a new version is going to be introduced this year, or maybe next year if we can. And then comes the R32 Gtr, legendary RB26 engine and all-wheel drive. The R32 Gtr, the same underpinnings as the R32 with the all-wheel drive and the RB26 engine. The R34, the last one before the Super GTR appeared with the RB26 engine. The Skyline Hardtop 2000 GTR, the first of the official GTRs. And we move on to the new and current GTR. That's actually very good on the straights as well. Except this is powered by another engine. We move on to Peugeots for their RCZ, which is the only car in the series and we currently owns it. It's also a starting car, so don't worry about buying a new car at the start of the game. Then we move on to Roof, who are also representing a Porsche. So that's going to be a rear-wheel drive turbo, the CTR2. This should be, yep, it is the older edition. Then comes the CTR Yellowbird. It's also more of a 911, but it's actually real good in terms of horsepower and handling. The RT12R, also a current edition car. It has also got some 750 horsepower. We move on to Subaru, and here's where it actually is. The BRZ, codenamed developed with Toyota. The Impreza Wrx Sti, the 2009 version to be accurate. And then the 22B STI Impreza that made it a rally legend alongside famous drivers. Then comes Toyota. Good thing the Toyota is here. So this is the first, the H6. And then the next evolution of the H6, the GD86 as they call. Then comes the MR2. Then comes the Chaser Tourer V. I think this came somewhere in the anime, but I'm not sure where. And then the legendary Supra. It's the Mark IV, but it's the RZ version. I think there's one last manufacturer, and that's going to be TVR. So the very first car we get is the Tvr Tuscan Speed Six, which is also an older car of the TVR series. Then the Sagaris, which also has a good amount of horsepower. And the Cerbera, which is a hypercar with an 880 horsepower. So that's it for the car list. I'll see you guys in another video for the track list.